going to try to do a less than 10-minute review of Dragon Age 2. Let me just give you, unless you don't want to watch 10 minutes of video, it is a huge fucking disappointment. I would say 7.0 to 7.5 out of 10. I'm being generous. It would be a decent game as a standalone, but it left. It's coming after a legend of a game, in my opinion. And they completely changed the gameplay. It sucks. That's it. Now I'm going to go into the details. I'm a huge fan of Dragon Age Origins. I probably played through 5 or 6 times as different characters, and it was a great game. Love the sex, love the weapons, love the creatures, love the characters, everything. It was a great game. It was. And I've played it a shit ton. I've probably, like I said, I've beat it probably 6 to 7 times. And that's really not even how many times I've actually beat it, because I'll save it at certain points. And like specialization, when you get to level 7 and 14, I would just save it as just an individual game and come back to it and play from that point on and change specializations, yada yada yada. So I'll probably actually beat it more than that. Played Dragon Age Awakening, I think, The Awakening. It was okay. It wasn't really that great, but it was kind of a hold you over kind of deal. So anyway, so Dragon Age 2, man, Bioware fucked it up, and I just want to go in real quick. I'm gonna bounce around. GameSpot, they've got GameSpot.com. They've got a interview with, I guess, one of the lead designer or whatever, and he's talking, and he's like, well, I guess we'll just have to retake it, and yeah, you know, we tried some things, and some things didn't work out, and blah blah blah, and blah blah blah. You fucked the game up. You had a great game. Why did you try to fix what wasn't broken? They took a game that was a tactical game. They got, what was it, 9.0 or 9.5 or 8.5 on GameSpot for Xbox 360, and I'm talking about the 360 version. And it would be like Halo change and be like, oh, you know, Halo 3. Let's go back to Halo 3. It's the last one I had. Halo 3, 9.5 out of 10. Well, I guess next time we'll go to a simulation. Can't make the same game because that's just weird. Even though it was a success, let's change the whole concept. I'm not against changing things. I'm not against tweaking things. That's how the car industry's been. You know, you take something that's good and you add on to it. Tweak it a little bit. Sometimes you screw up, but you keep tweaking. Little tweaks. You don't be like, the Chevy Corvette has a V8 in it. Let's see what happens if we put a 4-cylinder. That's not what you do. But anyway. So, they completely changed the game. Dragon Age 2 is Marvel Ultimate Alliance with wizards, warlocks, dragons, shit like that. It is literally a button-mashing game that you use your mutant special powers, but in this instant it is use your rogue, warrior, wizard special powers. The game is just horrible. It really is. You have long-ass load times. Literally at least 60 seconds. At least. And if you forget something and have to go back, now you've made it a minute and a half. And sometimes, I would say it's probably pushing 2 minutes. So, I mean, as far as each load time. I should have timed it so I would be accurate for this video. But, who cares? It's a long time. It's way too long. It takes away from the game. Nothing changes. You go through 3 acts through a 10-year period, I guess. And literally, the critics' review on this is dead on. I mean, most of them are the same. I've read a few. It's like, this is awesome. I didn't even like the first one. Well, if you didn't like the first one, then obviously you're going to like this game because you're stupid. But they changed the game. The critics are dead on. And it's Marvel Ultimate Alliance. That's what it reminds me of. Let me know what you think. But that's really what it reminds me of. The other thing they screwed up is they made the dialogue tree. They still do the same thing. I wish they would just do away with the dialogue tree. Don't put any words in there because it'll say like, I fuck monkeys. And you'll click on it and be like, I think that fruits and vegetables are good and if you don't like it, I'll kill you. Like, I mean, it's completely off of what he says. It's a little bit better, but it's still, why even put anything there? Why not just put pussy, smart-ass cocksucker, aggressive asshole? That's all you have to put. Don't give them any phrases. Just go in and say, that's what your choices are. How do you want him to be? Click, click, click. That's it. But the characters were not well developed. The main character, if you listen to the main character, he changes from a Scot to a British, to Irish, to American, and maybe I'm the only one that noticed that, but his voice changes, and it sounds weird. Maybe it's just me. The other thing is, the whole point of the game is customization. And there is a point to where it becomes micromanagement. Like I said, Mass Effect 1, having to change weapons all the time. Oh, I've got shotgun level 4, but look, I got shotgun level 5. Oh, and then 2 seconds later, oh, I killed another guy. Look, I got shotgun level 6. And you have to constantly keep changing weapons. That sucks and takes away from the gameplay. There should be ultimate weapons that you get where you don't have to change it out anymore. It's just like, dude, I have a badass weapon. That's it. The other thing is the character suits of armor cannot change. They change sometimes with certain events. I noticed that Anders changed to like a fuzzy black thing, and I don't know if you have to fuck people to get them to change, but you can upgrade it through purchases, which just ends up being like 2.5 gold or something like that, or sovereign or whatever you want to call it. But again, they just changed everything. You wanted Morrigan to become a arcane warrior so you could put on the big, huge bronze armor. You don't want her to be in that, scraggly dress with tits hanging out and stuff. Maybe you wanted to cover her up some because you're a Christian or a Muslim or something. Put a thingy, turban or something on her head. But the point is, they took out the customization. And that's so stupid. They said in the interview, they said, well, we want you to be able to recognize Isabel. Well, it'd be kind of hard not to recognize Isabel since her titties are fucking out to here, man. I mean, really? Did you have to draw it like that? This really is turning into a rant. Seriously, I cannot tell you how disappointed I was. When I started playing the game, I was like, are you serious? And my first clue should have been when the trailer was, when the first trailers come out, and the lead designer, whatever his name is, the white dude that was balding, said, yeah, everybody else has a problem. They're like, well, what'd you change everything for? And then once they start to play it, they're like, oh, I understand what you did. Yeah, you're a liar. And I think you were trying to suck in more people. You're like, well, we've already got these dumb fucks here that like Dragon Age Origins, so they're going to buy the game too, so we'll change the game so we can get more stupid idiots who all they like to do is push buttons, and they're like, yay, slash, 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 yay, I like to kill stuff, button mash, button mash. And I really think that's what they did. But they succeeded. They probably suckered in all the Dragon Age Origin people, and then suckered in a few more button mash kind of people. I'm disappointed. That's it. I'm done. I'm not going to keep rambling. It's 8 minutes. Dragon Age 2 sucked. Dragon Age Origin's awesome. Dragon Age 2, I would not go buy it. I would go rent it. Rent it for 4 to 5 days. It's about how long it'll take you to beat it, depending on how much time you spend with it. It's about 40 hours. And there's a cheat. Also, check YouTube. There's a cheat where you can go up to a certain character. It's in the very beginning of the game, and you can max out your character to level 50. It's like you're returning a locket or something like that in Lowtown. But anyway, peace out.